Renewable energy is taking the construction space by storm, and it can be pretty tough to keep up with the regulations. But we're here to help. Today, we'll be discussing changes made to California's net energy metering program that came into effect just this year. Here is your overview of Assembly Bill 2143, also known as AB 2143. Net energy metering is a tool that allows customers with renewable energy systems, namely solar panels, to gain credit for any excess energy generated that is fed back into the grid. AB 2143 is applicable to contractors entering into a contract to perform work on a renewable electrical generation facility or associated battery storage. The requirements include 1. Paying prevailing wage, 2. Maintaining and verifying payroll records, and 3. Submitting digital copies of payroll records biannually. We'll go into each of these requirements in depth. The first requirement is the payment of prevailing wages. Prevailing wages are the minimum rate required to be paid out to workers in a specific occupation, also known as a classification. California prevailing wage rates are issued by the Department of Industrial Relations, also known as the DIR. Not only are there required base rates assigned to each classification type, but there are also fringe amounts and provisions that differ per classification. For an in-depth review on prevailing wage, you can visit this video on our YouTube channel. The second requirement is the requirement to maintain and verify payroll records. Payroll records must be accurate and display the employee name, address, social security number, work classification, straight time and overtime hours worked each day and week, and the actual wages paid. They must also be signed under penalty of perjury, which is a legal statement by the signer verifying that all information on the payroll record is true. These payroll records must also be available or furnished upon request to the awarding body and the Division of Labor Standards Enforcement, also known as the DLSE. Finally, each contractor must submit digital copies of payroll records biannually. The dates for submission are July 1st and December 31st of each year. The commission team that monitors net energy metering projects will be retaining these records as public record for 5 years. So, to summarize the key points, prevailing wages must be paid at minimum to employees on renewable energy projects. Payroll records of these wages must be kept and available upon inspection or request, and records must be submitted biannually. While the requirements can be vast, the violation of these requirements can cause major issues. AB 2143 is enforced through the following means. A civil wage and penalty assessment can be issued. So, if a contractor is found to be in violation, interest will accrue on all due and unpaid wages, and the violator will be publicly listed by the Labor Commissioner. Construction workers cannot be underpaid, and administrative complaints or civil action can be pursued for violation of the bill. Additionally, willful violation can result in revoked eligibility for the energy facility to receive service. This could wipe the possibility for obtaining any credit for the energy produced. Please note that this bill is not applicable to the following: a residential renewable electrical generation facility that is eligible to receive service pursuant to the standard contract or tariff developed pursuant to Section 2827.1 and has a maximum generating capacity of 15 kilowatts or less of electricity. A residential renewable electrical generation facility that is eligible to receive service pursuant to the standard contract or tariff developed pursuant to Section 2827.1 and that is installed on a single-family home. A project that is a public work, as defined in Section 1720 of the Labor Code, and that is subject to Article 2, commencing with Section 1770, of Chapter 1 of Part 7 of Division 2 of the Labor Code. A renewable electrical generation facility that serves only a modular home community, or multi-unit housing that has 2 or fewer stories. With everything discussed in mind, it's important to be aware of and comply with the requirements of AB 2143.
Thank you for watching this video. If you need further help or have prevailing wage questions, feel free to give us a call or reach out to us through our website. You can also follow us on our social media platforms for any future updates. Here at Alliant, we'll help you get compliant.